I'm Insomniac.
And I'm Pops.
And this is Shooting the Shit.
a.k.a. Chatting with Pops.
Was good.
And that one was pretty decent. I'd like to see something.
So we're at episode 28 of Shooting the Shit, a.k.a. Chatting with Pops. We have two topics today because they're kind of related. They're actually two of the newest topics that you guys submitted from two different people, but both kind of related to idiot youth.
Oh, man.
So the first one is stupid things you did as a kid versus how stupid kids are now, like the Tide Pod Challenge, and that's from James from Washington.
Wow.
Then we have, what is the one or many things that drive you both absolutely nuts about young folks these days? I'm talking teens to say the age of 25. The differences from when Pops and you as well, Rob, was a very young man compared to now. I think I get what he's saying there.
Yeah.
And that's from Chris Queen.
Chris!
Well, when I was younger, we didn't do the kind of ridiculous shit that people are doing now, which is basically cause bodily harm. You know, like the Tide Pod Challenge and the fire challenge and bullshit like that. Well, when I was younger, we used to do kind of middle ground mischievous stuff, you know, which really didn't necessarily hurt anybody. It was kind of fun, but it was kind of stupid. You could get in a little bit of trouble. I think one of the most common things that I'd see neighborhood kids doing back in the day was like shooting plastic BB guns at cars when they drove by. We used to do that a lot, and a couple of times people got out and chased us into the house. So, see, that was stupid, but you're not really hurting anything. Maybe you're putting a little thing in a car. When I was a little bit older, but I guess we were still kids, you know, like high school. Remember, we used to go block off roads.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. You know, that's the kind of dumb shit we used to do. Of course, now, to compare that to shit that people are doing today, we used to, you know, shoot little plastic BB pellets at cars or block off a road. Now you have kids throwing fucking bricks over highway overpasses and killing people. That takes it to a whole new level of stupidity. And then, of course, you know, there was, you know, Ding Dong Ditch, which is one of the dumbest fucking games ever because you never saw the person even come to the door.
Ditch? Oh.
Yeah, where you ring the doorbell and you just run.
Oh,
yeah, we used to do that kind of dumb shit.
That's a different wording from when I was a kid when we did that.
Now, my generation, that's not super long ago. We're talking about like the 90s. Used to play with fireworks, but, you know, not strapping in the cats and shit like people are doing again today. You know, just shooting fireworks sometimes at people's porches.
Yeah, well, you're taking some of my stuff now.
But anyway, yeah, that's the kind of stuff we were doing. It was all kind of harmless. You know, a little bit mischievous. You piss somebody off a little bit, but you're really not hurting anybody. And, you know, that's what it was. As opposed to now, I mean, either people are damn near killing other people or killing themselves with a lot of the stuff that kids are doing now.
Idiots.
I mean, the Tide Pod Challenge, for those of you who don't know what that is, I'm sure you've seen those little plasticky Tide Pods that you toss into the laundry. And people are squeezing them in their mouth, like trying to break them open in their mouth. And I was watching a couple videos earlier in the week, and I'm not even really sure what the challenge is about, like what the actual... it's a lot of the things now. I'm not really sure what the purpose of them is, other than for shock value. Because it's not like you could do it right or wrong. You just put it in your mouth and you...
How old are these kids? They ain't like they're little.
No, they're not.
I mean, obviously you're going to get yourself sick. What kind of a fucking moron?
Well, I think it said like 4 or 5 kids or something already died doing it.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is wrong? What, you got shock treatment to the brain somewhere? I mean, who the fuck even thinks that? You know, I don't get it. It's like swallowing poison. What the fuck? I mean, seriously, fungal. You know, you need a slap in your mouth with that shit. I mean, I don't know. You know, Rob started off. Yeah, for me, I remember, you know, again, throwing snowballs at cars and you'd get chased. You know, we did this one thing that was a little dangerous, but, you know, the bus would go by in the snow, and I mean, they weren't going very fast, a diesel bus, right? And you'd run over and you'd grab the back of the bus, and you, because the ground and it was so icy back then, they didn't plow for shit. You know, you'd grab the bus bumper, and, you know, you'd just ride down the street. It was fun. But it could be a little dangerous. And then, You know, there was that, and also climbing up on the bus bumper, kind of taking a ride to the next corner. You know, like shit like that, and you know, I told other stories where I got hurt doing kind of goofy shit. But for instance, we'd go over to sled ride, and it was over by the Garden State Parkway, which is a main place in New Jersey. Probably everybody's heard of that shithole. The Parkway.
That's not a place. That is a.
Yeah.
It's a.
So we'd go. Yeah.
It's a whole highway.
Right. We'd go over on the side of there and sled ride. So you had one side where you could go. It was right off of the service road, and you could go down, and it was really great. It was a great steep hill. The other side there was fence. So like fucking idiots, we would go over there and kind of test our ride, see if we'd get stopped before the fence. Man, sometimes we just hit the fence. I mean, it was just talk about fucking stupid shit. I mean, and then we would play right, you know, stickball in the street, like, and so you know near the Parkway wall. If that ball got hit.
Did you grow up in the 20s?
No.
What do you mean stickball?
No,
you guys didn't have
wasn't
baseball
exactly.
bats?
Well, yeah, but it was a form of stickball. It really was.
A form of
And
stickball.
listen, this is a story that unfortunately someone did die because I don't think he had brains. I forget his name. The ball went up on the Parkway, and he went to retrieve the ball, and he got hit. So, you know.
Who in the fuck would go into the Garden State Parkway
He
to get
did.
a baseball?
He did.
Or
He
whatever
did,
kind of
you
ball
know.
it was.
So, all right, I'll give you a perfect story of mischief. One time was me, my brother, I believe it was Tommy Wilson and Eddie Wilson, the four of us. We went down behind where Joe lived, Joe Plum. And so we went down behind there. And they had antenna aerials on top, antenna aerials to watch your TV. You got like 4 or 5 channels. We went back there with a knife and cut Mrs. Larson's antenna. I mean, this is the kind of mischief we did. And like he's saying, the fucking kids today, I don't know, are they lost? Is there something right? I keep saying the same thing about sitting and playing video games, about phones and computers, and that there is no life. Like I'm telling stories and it was all outside. You know, like you had said before about fireworks. You know, we did all that crazy stuff. I'd blow my hand up with firecrackers or something, and I'd break my hand. You know, the kids today, they don't go out and do nothing. And then it's something like this. Oh yeah, like they come up with ways to just fuck themselves up. I don't understand it. I don't understand what's wrong. The kids today are killing each other and killing themselves. It's like fucking idiotic. It escapes me. I mean, they're stunad. They're fucking stunad. They really are. They're fucking have no brains. I mean, I wish I could explain. I can't even comprehend the shit I see in here. Like when you brought up the tide thing. You're just gonna like make yourself sick. That's a game. That's like doing something. Like I don't know. It's vastly different as you move on. And the kids now, same thing. I mean, they're like, if they are getting together, they're cooped up in the house together. In the house. I mean, I'm lucky they go out in the backyard and run around with each other and throw a ball. There's just something wrong with that. So what the fuck is wrong with the kids?
The problem is that the parents aren't doing the parenting.
Wow.
And the influences now.
We didn't fucking go
and
there.
the influences now are basically all coming from the internet instead of your little group of friends. So, you know, everybody's on social media all day.
Wow.
You have small groups of dumb shit kids doing dumb shit stuff. They post it on the dumb shit internet, and then a bunch of other dumbass kids see that shit, and then they do that same dumb shit while their parents aren't paying attention because they're on the internet doing their own dumb shit, you know, or working 9 jobs. And also, I think the internet, people have always complained about TV, at least in the last 20, 30 years, being a bad influence, but that's nothing compared to the internet.
Oh,
every kid's got a cell phone, a computer, a tablet,
oh, yeah, the fucking
and the shit that they can see on the internet, even from their own friends or from other kids around the world. I mean, that's where they're getting all these dumbass ideas.
It's bad.
You know,
so bad.
It's the lack of parenting and the overexposure of the internet, I think, that are causing these things, and mostly B.
All right, let's take wrestling. All the years, everyone's been watching wrestling.
Oh, that's something I forgot to mention.
Right.
That's something we used to do when we were kids.
But where do the kids take it to, maybe in the recent years? Oh, I'm going to make like I'm on a steel cage match and go up on my parents' garage roof and jump off, try to go through something, and basically maim themselves. That's fucking idiotic. But it's an outside event. They went out of the fucking house. So, but the point is here that it's so extreme. It's sad. You know, the innocence is gone.
A lot of people want to make videos So everybody tries to now outdo each other, you know, for
It's nuts.
for shock value or for, you know, they want to have a viral video or whatever. So yeah, people do more and more ridiculous shit to try to make a more and more ridiculous video.
Fucking nuts.
In the 90s, there was no YouTube, so we weren't trying to make a video. There was no internet. There was no, you know, trying to get 1 million views.
True. It's just, everything's fucking twisted. You know, these were good questions, but it actually turns my fucking stomach to think how ridiculous things are to go on out here. And I think that Rob's hitting on a big thing. I think the parents are lacking void themselves. What the hell you have a family for if you're not going to do something with them, teach them something, do something positive? This is a sad world we live in. It's not like when I was a kid and Rob was a kid. And Rob's much younger. I mean, you know, he's my son. I can't believe as every 5-10 years go by, it's fucking scary, man. We're living like in a fucking madhouse. It's an insane asylum, to be honest with you. Speaking of how twisted and far we've gone, I had a friend of mine who's a cop tell me that they brought the kid down in the station. They took a Tech 9 out of his pants and he had Big Bird underwear on. Big Bird underwear, probably was in his teens, late teens, and a Tech 9 in his pants. That's fucked up. And this is what I'm saying. It's a twisted world, you know? Also, I'm taking to this other level. We were kids. We were going to have a fight. We had a fight. We had a fight. We had two hands, no knives, no guns, we had a fight. We had a brawl. Now they'll kill each other. Either a knife comes out or someone's popping guns, shooting at people. Guns come out. I mean, there you go. We're back to the same thing. And it still is the degeneration of fucking parents being out of their fucking mind, and the kids don't have a fighting chance. So, you know, and they're, you know, I always say the same thing. It doesn't have to be this way. And I mean that too. I say it at times. There's help. There is. But fucking people don't care. We're living in a twisted world. But overall, this is a sad state of affairs that I believe our youngsters are in, and it isn't totally their fault. So, like Rob said.
So the things we don't like about kids these days.
No respect. None. It don't matter if you're teaching them. It's what I thought it was bad when I was a kid because I was disrespectful enough. It's a whole new level of disrespect. What I mean by that is this. The kids today, I have actually dealt with one after another, that literally think they own you. They're superior to you. You're working for them. You're like a slave. They literally act that way. Now, you go, why would a kid be like that? Well, here we are back to the parents, because that's how the parents are. Oh, tell Rob you're sorry for the way he acted today, and thank him for putting up with you. Not the parents saying, hey, sorry about that, get him outside, boot him in the ass. Oh, that's right, don't slap your children, don't ever touch them, don't ever raise your voice. Bullshit. Because the kids are, it's a superior attitude. Oh, I really hate that about the kids today. That they have no respect, but it's a deeper lack of respect. Even with adults, fuck adults. Well, you got me going on that one. What do you don't like about the kids?
False sense of entitlement.
Well,
Which is a similar thing, but I deal with it on a different level. Mm-hmm. You know, kids don't have any natural fear of adults anymore. When I was a kid, remember I was telling the story earlier about, you know, shooting BB guns at cars and, you know, somebody would stop and get out of the car. We didn't go, hey, what the fuck you want? I'll beat your ass. We ran in the house because we were like, all right,
same here.
We're 95 pounds and that guy's 200 pounds and an adult and he'll probably kill us. You know, I've had kids try to, you know, act like they're gonna scrap with me if I say X, Y, or Z to them because they're being disrespectful out in public.
No question.
And you got these little just fucking scumbag little snot-nosed kids that act like, you know, but I think part of it now is they have this idea that I'm a kid, you're an adult, I can say and do whatever I want because if you touch me, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
So they push that boundary. As before, it was just like, you're an adult, I'm a kid, this is a dangerous situation, let me back off. Not anymore. Now it's, you know, everyone looks at it like it's, you know, everything's a legal game. Of course, then, you know, they have that.
Wonder where that comes from.
Of course, they have that much of an advanced thought, yet they're completely devolved in the direction of being social whatsoever. I have to deal with people sometimes at my job that are, you know, in the 16 to 19-ish range. They can't even have a conversation with you. They're so socially awkward.
Shit.
They're so socially awkward and just ridiculous.
Really?
They can't answer simple questions. You know, you ask them literally where they're going and they're confused. And that's because everyone is
That's
just,
it.
you know,
Just
they got their
fucking
face on
glued.
their phone all day.
Computers.
And if they can't talk to you in emojis or, you know, or autocorrect,
And it's, but that's
they can't have a conversation with you.
that's spreading to the adults. The parents too. They don't want to pick up the phone no more. I go through it every day.
It's just to the extreme now where they can't hold a conversation. They can't hold their own in public. They look ridiculous.
They can't.
And,
It's fucked up.
so I mean, that's what so I'm starting to feel old. That's probably the only reason I don't like this topic, because I wasn't a kid that long ago. But what makes me feel more old, but also makes me feel more advanced, is the fact that I'm looking at kids that are an age that I was not too long ago, and I'm like, there was no way that I was that stupid and idiotic when I was in my late teens.
There's no work ethic
You know,
either.
you're looking at you're just little. This is gonna be society. I mean, that's.
Well, I got another one now that we're still on it. I've gone into everywhere from Kmart, Walmart, Big Lot, any store. You have a young person.
You just go to place with Mart at the end.
No, like Big Lot, lots of places. ShopRite. You got a young person at the register somewhere, like we're saying, in their
Places
teens.
with Mart.
Right. Okay. Whatever. If you go to them, oh wait, let me give you the 50 cent to 51 cent. The computer did it already. They don't know how to give you the change. That's I go, oh my God. I definitely must be from the archaic age, because I can do math backwards, forwards, up and upside down. Without that machine, they can't give you change. So something comes up and it's blah, 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 52 cent. Let me give you 52 cent, give me the dollar. They don't even get it. That's embarrassing, and there's something wrong with that. I'm sorry. So again, I think our education on some level is lacking, but now we're going somewhere else. All right, so but that's still screwing the kids up, which I don't like. True story. You got me going again. What the hell? You can't give me change? Here you go. Here's my ending for me. Wake the fuck up, America, and the whole world at that. Wake the fuck up. No, God forbid you say that.
It's mostly America.
Everybody's so fucking empowered.
The kids here are spoiled little shits.
Fucked off. You're jerking off, really. I mean, who the fuck are we kidding? So this topic's just aggravating the shit out of me. Like literally, I'm not just talking shit. It's fucking irritating.
All I know is when I look at the teenish age kids these days, I have no hope for any type of future.
Wake the fuck up.
You know, I'm glad that I'm young enough that I feel like I'm gonna be able to rely on myself for a very long time to come, because I don't even know how they're gonna function in adult society. When
I've heard the line a million times, but the sobering thought is that these younger kids are gonna leave the country. They're gonna run. They're gonna run. What? Run what? They are fucking stupid. They're fucking retarded. I mean, what's wrong here? But what else you got? That's it. I can't believe you didn't take a drink, because I want to take a fucking drink with this episode. I do.
No, see, honestly, the kids don't really bother me these days, because if there's anything I ignore, it's basically the younger generation at this point.
It's fucking bad.
Honestly, the kids are little jerk-offs. At the same time, they're not my problem either, so I just drive by them and...
Oh, they're going to be our problem.
They're not going to be my problem. This was episode 28 of Shooting the Shit, a.k.a. Chatting Pops.
Thanks for aggravating me.
Yeah, thanks for
fucking all these
Pops.
Stu-Nods and fucking Stu-Gots motherfuckers. They're stupid. I mean, seriously. They ain't got the fucking... They're a bunch of drools. I mean, brain dead. Fucking vegetables. Seriously. I hear you with all the Italian words now, right? Fucking what the fuck?
Yeah, I think stupid really could just sum up the entire episode. You could just erase it and just put stupid on the screen and then say thank you and
fucking
tune in next week. Because that...
Stu-Gots. I'm still saying them. All fucking time. Remember them all, because that's what they are. Stupid. Go ahead.
You done?
No, I'm still getting pissed thinking about these arrogant fucking parents. But all right, so let's get done. Fucking.
I mean, I was done a few minutes ago.
I'm not. I'm fucking seething now.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, so this was episode 28, which I think I said before. But he wasn't done, so this is episode 28. Next week is
your sister's ass. Yeah, throw her up there.
He's still not done.
Yeah, throw your sister up there. Your mother's ass, throw her up there too. All right, there you go. I usually use the other one. Go ahead. Go ahead, finish your fucking episode. Go ahead. Huh.
Next week is a public episode. Episode 29 is a public episode, so That one we will not be using a patron topic for. We don't know what topic we'll be using for that one yet. Maybe I'll make him play another game or something. You guys seem to really You guys seem to enjoy those. But so yeah, 29 is a public episode next week. Then episode 30 we're back to patron exclusive. We still want more topics. So definitely, these were actually 2 new topics that we used for this video today.
There they were.
And as I've told you 1,000 times, any topics you've already submitted are still on the list. So we'll just keep rotating this stuff in. But leave new topics on the Patreon page for us, so we can add those to the list and have lots of fun stuff to raise his blood pressure.
And please become a patron. It doesn't cost much, and you'll have a blast.
This is a
learn a lot of
patron-
stuff.
This is a Patreon episode.
All right, well, you know, all right.
I actually realized
Next week
after I
we'll
left
take it.
all of that in last week
Yeah, it was a patron.
that it was I appreciate it, but it was
Right,
5 weeks of preaching to patrons
Right.
about signing up
All
on
right,
Patreon.
next week we'll get them.
But yeah, next week definitely throw that shit in there, and see ya next week.
Roll the Insomniac.
Who the hell's Insomniac?
Insomniac.
All right.
Roll it.